We're starting to hear a lot about how taxes is fixing to go up. They're going to start taxing grocery stores and things like that for the prices being so high, right? You got to understand, the prices that we're seeing at these stores comes down to one simple thing: greed. That's all it is. It's not inflation or none of that. They could sell this stuff at the same price they were selling it before the pandemic, but everybody now is getting their cut. Well, gas is high. We're having to raise prices on groceries because it costs more to bring it, or it costs more to plant it, it costs more than this and that. No, it's simple greed. All these people started wising up and started making a little more money, right? We've talked about this before, how companies will, let's just say they're $1 million profit company, right? They raise the pay to the employees. They're going to raise their products to keep that $1 million profit margin, right? Some of these companies are making even more profits with the higher prices of things, right? They're doubling and tripling their profits every year. And they raise pay to their employees too. So that shows you it's as simple as greed. It is not a supply and demand issue. It's not gas is higher, this is higher, we're having to pay people more. No, they've got that set profit margin, and they're going to make sure they make it or double or triple it, right? It don't matter if they raise taxes on these grocery stores or not. What's the store going to do if they have to pay more taxes for the stuff they sell? They're going to raise the price to me and you, therefore everything's going to keep going up, right? Once the pandemic started and we did start having, issues of having stuff in stock, being able to get stuff places, getting stores stocked and all this and that, people started realizing, hey, we can raise prices on this stuff and claim it's due to this, right? But yet, our profit margin is going to stay the same or double or triple during this, and we're going to keep it like that from now on. These high prices are here to stay. I've told you the only way to stop these high prices, and it's impossible to do it, is everybody just quit buying the stuff. That's the only way to stop it. If you refuse to pay $5 a gallon for gas all over you, not for one day, for a month or two, if you was able to do that, if everybody was able to do that, then we would see the prices come down. If you refuse to pay $1.50 for a can of soup at the grocery store and everybody in the world said we're not paying that and quit buying it, prices would come down. But right now, all this boils down to is greed. We see it. We've talked about this before. It's in every business sector. It's not just retail. Every business sector right now is into greed. Your used car markets, things like that, they're still high compared to what they used to be, right? And they know this, and they know people are going to pay these prices. Will they complain about the prices? Yes, they will. They'll say, I ain't buying. But yet they buy it anyways, right? We've discussed it before here that gas, when it got almost $5 a gallon, I asked people, what's your cutoff point? I don't have one. I'm not going to walk. These companies know this. They know, they're going to complain about it. These people are complaining about it, but they're still going to buy it. We may lose a few, but with it up this high, it don't matter if we lose 20% of the market, right? Why? Because our profit margins is now 40%, 50% higher. So we're making just as much off these few that's still buying it than the few that's not buying it, right? These companies know this, and we're going to continue to see these high profit margins. People are mad at the wrong people. Yes, you should be mad at the politicians for this kind of stuff, but when it comes down to it, you should be mad at that store owner, the person who supplies that store with the products, so on and so forth, right up the chain. Because it's simple as everybody's trying to make as much money as they can right now, and I think the reason they're doing it is they see what's coming. They see eventually, hey, we're going to have a major problem here. We need to make as much money as we can right now over this 5-6 year period, because things are fixing to get really bad, and we're not going to have that money no more, right? That's what's going on. They see it. These big companies see what's coming, and they're trying to cash in as much as they can right now. That's what they're trying to do. Guys, these high prices are here to stay. They're not going to come down. They're not. Lumber prices have come down, but the other stuff like wiring and plumbing, that stuff's not coming down, right? Your rough end lumber's come down, your plywood and stuff's come down some, but still, to build a house, you're still going to pay more for your plumbing and your electrical, right? I mean, guys, we're in a bad position right now. And until everybody takes a step back, and I don't mean just people watch these type of videos, I mean, you're going to have to get all of the United States to be able to say, hey, we're not paying these prices. We're not buying this stuff no more. But the catch to that is they know people can't do that. They know that the 80-90% of the United States cannot do that. They can't sit back and say, well, I ain't buying nothing. we're just going to boycott everything for 2, 3, 4 months, right? They know people can't do that, and they know people will complain, yet they'll still buy. And the ones who quit buying, they're making enough profit off the ones still buying. It doesn't matter if those people quit buying their product, right? It's ridiculous. It's not going to change. We are witnessing the downfall. I mean, you know, you live with so much excess in our lives now, right? That anything we want, we just go get it. We go do this, we go do that, right? We're able to do it all the time. It comes a price you got to pay for that eventually, right? We all know that. It's coming. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. The shit is going to hit the fan, and it's going to hit it hard eventually. Right now, I've described it like this. Some of you may not like my analogy, but it's kind of like being constipated, and a little bit's coming out and hitting it, right? Eventually, it's just going to open up, and it's going to hit it full blown. These prices are here to stay, guys. They are. I hate to tell you that. I tell you, it's too late to prep as far as being able to get stuff cheap and readily available, right? In my area, we're starting to see issues with store brands. Not in a lot of the products, you're having to, if you're buying it, you're forced to have to buy the name brand stuff. And people are doing it, right? They're complaining, but they're doing it. The reason we haven't had much videos up this week, we've had a sickness come through the house. We don't know what it was. Severe headaches, eye pain, coughing, snotty, all that kind of stuff. Don't know what it was. Starting to get over it myself. The kids are getting over it. We're not sure what it was. Everybody knows the girlfriend works in the healthcare. She had to be tested for her work. She tested negative for the pandemic stuff. So we're not sure what it was, but I'm going to tell you, if you get it, whatever it was that come through here was bad. You'll start off with a real bad headache, just not feeling good. Kind of like, not even feeling like the flu. You just feel bad. So I don't know what it was, but everybody's starting to get a little bit better. Let me know your thoughts on this video. What do you think? Do you think the prices are here to stay, and it comes down to simple as greed, right? These companies are going to make as much money as they can before the bottom falls out. Keep your head on a swivel, be aware of your surroundings at all times, protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person who can do it. Prices are high, but you still need to keep prepping, guys. Stay safe, and these prices are here to stay.